Greetings, Star Wars fans. Today we're taking a look at the Force Awakens 3.75-inch Nien action figure. For those of you who have seen the film previously, you recall that Nien is one of the Resistance X-Wing pilots, but he's also a veteran of the Rebel Alliance. He was Lando Calrissian's co-pilot aboard the Millennium Falcon during the Rebel assault on the second Death Star above the forest moon of Endor. And he's just a really, really cool character. I'm really excited about this figure. One of the things that really threw me off when I first saw the figure revealed was his flight suit. He doesn't have on a flotation vest or chest box or the harness for his parachute or signal flares. None of that stuff was on his flight suit. So when I actually got the figure, I had to watch the movie for a second time and go online and look at some still images. And I discovered that both inside the Resistance base, as well as in the cockpit of the X-Wing, this is what he is wearing with the addition of a helmet. So this figure is screen accurate, even though it's only 5 points of articulation. He does have a skull cap on, which all Sullustan males wear. And I'm going to try and take a flight helmet from Poe Dameron and cut it with an X-Acto and modify it so that it will fit on Nunb's head and then just repaint it. Now, for those of you who do not know anything about Nunb or what species he is, where he's from, he is a male Sullustan from a planet called Sullust. I think if I recall correctly on the galactic map, Sullust is sort of in the mid to outer rim territories. But it's a very volcanic, very rocky planet. Sullustans live below ground in subterranean cities and dwellings. What the planet is primarily known for is it's home to one of the largest starship corporations in the galaxy called Sorosub Systems. They manufacture entire fighters, starship components, and during the Imperial reign of the galaxy, they were employed / enslaved by the Empire to build components and starships for the Imperial fleets. And I feel like that's what probably was part of Nunb's backstory, was that he was rescued by the Rebel Alliance from a life of slavery. And like many species, including the Mon Calamari and Ithorians and others, they put aside their petty differences and banded together and joined the rebellion to restore peace and freedom to the galaxy. And 30 years later, now they face an equally, if not greater, opponent in the First Order. So the stakes are much higher this time around. So, Nunb is just one of those intriguing characters that we see that we don't know a lot about. However, he plays a pivotal role in the overall story arc. And there have been a couple iterations of this figure, beginning in '83 with the Return of the Jedi figure. I know there was one with the Power of the Force line in 1995. There was also a male Sullustan pilot that came with one of the B-Wings. So he's just a really, really awesome character. And for comparison, I'll bring out this is the Poe Dameron figure that comes with Poe's X-Wing. He's also 5 points of articulation. And you can see he has the crash webbing and everything on his flight suit there. And he has the inflatable life vest with the control box on his chest and a holster for his blaster pistol. And Nunb came with none of these things. He even has on a different set of boots because their feet are much larger than a human male's feet. He does include the blaster pistol that you see, but no holster is included with it. And you can see on the bottom left of his vest, he has a code cylinder. So looking at the figure, I was curious if he was going to fit in the X-Wing that I purchased for him, because He's a little bit wider at the shoulders than Poe, and of course, these new X-Wing cockpits are a lot narrower. So if I remove the blaster pistol, I'm just going to take him, and you're going to have to squeeze his arms to fit him in an X-Wing, and then just push him forward and recline him. And the canopy will come down and secure, and you can see that he is resting comfortably in the cockpit there. So that's really awesome. The only thing I have to do now is to get him a flight helmet. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have the Force Awakens 3.75-inch Nunb action figure. If you don't have these, they're extremely difficult to find right now. I had to drive to several area stores before I located one, and there was only one on the pegs. Hasbro has done a very sloppy job of getting these figures out there. And the assortment that he is in includes the Stormtrooper Squad Leader, which is a slight retool of the heavy artillery Stormtrooper that came in the Amazon 7-pack, as well as Kylo Ren Unmasked. And they are just difficult to find right now. So if you see one, pick it up, because there's no guarantee you'll be able to find one anywhere else or anytime soon. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Nien Nunb, Resistance X-Wing Pilot. May the Force be with you.